Hello, everybody. My name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and welcome to another video. And this time around, we are going to talk about three Argentine players that are set to change clubs. One of them won the World Cup. So let's get to it. Valentine Barco, presently on loan at Sevilla, over from Brighton, is rumored to be joining FC Porto in Portugal. Rumors have come out, or reports have come out, that negotiations are ongoing between Porto and Brighton, and that he could be joining them very, very soon in January. And I'm a fan of this. Barco joined Brighton over from Boca Juniors. Only played a handful of matches, didn't play too many games towards the end of last season when he joined them. He ended up joining Sevilla on loan. Initially, I thought this was a good move. Marcos Acuna was still there, but Acuna not getting any younger, and ultimately he ended up moving over to River Plate. And I thought Barco joining them, he could learn a lot, and he could become their left back. It wasn't the case at all. He hasn't played too many games at the club either, and now it looks like he could be joining Porto. And I like this one. I would very much like this move for Barco. Historically speaking, the Portuguese league has been a good league for Argentine players, whether it's Benfica or Porto. Benfica, of course, Di Maria, Otamendi, and if you want to go back years ago with them, and then you also had Saviola that was part of the team. You had Ezekiel Garay, Nicolas Gaitan. There were a lot of players that have gone through Benfica, a lot of Argentine players just in the last 10 or 15 years or so. And if you want to talk about Porto, of course, you have Alan Varela. He's doing very well there, and he's rumored to be potentially leaving the club. Nicolas Otamendi also passed by Porto. He's one of the Argentine players that played for both clubs. Then you have the likes of Lisandro Lopez, who I enjoyed watching. A very, very good striker in his day before he made the jump over to Lyon. Scored a lot of goals for Porto. Lucho Gonzalez, another Argentine, played over 200 matches for the club. So Porto, historically speaking, has been a good club for Argentine players. And, a 20-year-old like Barco joining them, as long as he gets the minutes, as long as he gets to grow, gain experience, play some matches, I think this could be very, very beneficial for him. I'm excited. I would like to see this. Let me know what you guys think. Because if we're being honest, him joining Brighton, then going on loan to Sevilla, hasn't been too good for him. So him joining Porto, I think, again, I like it as long as he gets the minutes and the experience. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you a fan of this potential move, or would you like to see him stay with Sevilla or go elsewhere? Let me know down below. Now, transitioning from one defender to another defender, and this is a World Cup winning defender, Gonzalo Montiel. And Gonzalo Montiel, of course, scored the winning penalty for Argentina at the World Cup. And I mentioned he's wanted by a lot of different clubs. He is, and one of them, River Plate, and he could be going back to River Plate. Of course, that's where everything started for him before joining Sevilla, before going on loan at Nottingham Forest. And for Montiel, it's been an interesting one because with the national team, more often than not, he's played very, very well. He's a relatively solid defender, a good right back. I know we've spoken about him in the past, especially when it comes to the Argentina national team in terms of Scaloni maybe having to look at different options at the right back position, not just Montiel or Molina, but bringing in different ones. And Montiel, 27 years old, he's wanted by River Plate. He's also wanted by Sao Paulo in Brazil. He's wanted, according to different reports, by a Premier League club and another club in La Liga. But that's kind of what's been going on with Montiel. It looks like he will be leaving. Marcelo Gallardo over at River Plate definitely wants to bring him back at the club. And let me know what you guys think. I mean, at 27, is it too early for him to go back to South America? Do you guys think he could still play in Europe? I definitely think so. I think he could still do very, very well in Europe. But let me know what you guys think. Montiel potentially back to River Plate, or maybe going over to Sao Paulo. I wouldn't mind the Sao Paulo, to be honest with you. I've said it in the past. I think the Brazilian league is the strongest league in South America. So having him play there would not be a bad thing at all, whether it's there or at River Plate. Of course, as I mentioned, Gallardo wanting him. They also have Marcos Acuna, Germán Petzela. So those are two other Argentine players that have won the World Cup. So let me know down below what you guys think of Gonzalo Montiel leaving Sevilla, or potentially leaving Sevilla and going back to South America, or maybe even another Premier League club or a La Liga club. Now, from two Argentine defenders to a third Argentine defender, and this is another one, River Plate. Lucas Martinez Quarta of Fiorentina looks set to be joining River Plate. Marcelo Gallardo really wanting to bring him in. Only 28 years of age, in my opinion, still young, of course. The center back going back to River Plate for him, forming a partnership potentially with Germán Petzela. And Martinez Quarta was part of that 2021 Copa America winning team for Argentina. Wasn't picked for the World Cup, but he can, he's kind of versatile, plays as a center back, can play as a right back in case of emergency. He has played it for Argentina. I'm a little bit, I would like to see him staying in Europe. I know that he's really not part of the national team, at least not anymore, or there's a lot of Argentine defenders ahead of him. But staying in Europe, maybe switching clubs, going to a different league, could be a good thing for him. But I also see the advantage of wanting to go back to Argentina at River Plate, getting some minutes, playing well there. Not that he's not playing well at Fiorentina, but going to a club that he knows, and that could be very beneficial for him as well. So let me know what you guys think. Lucas Martinez Quarta potentially going back to River Plate. Those are three Argentine defenders, one maybe going to Porto, and two of them going back to River Plate. I'll tell you what, though, Marcelo Gallardo putting together a very, very strong team. But let me know what you guys think. And if you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications button to be the first person notified as soon as a new video starts. Once more, my name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and thank you for watching.